my dear Cancers. Hello, this is Marthe with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys, yay, as well as myself. My dear Cancers, happy birthday, yay, it's so cool, and happy belated birthday. I know that this video is going to come out a bit later, so some of you may have had your birthdays, or probably have had your birthdays already for the rest. Happy birthday to come, you guys. I'm so excited. Your bonus birthday reading is going to have the extended attached. That's my gift to you. Plus, it's an extra reading for this month whenever it reaches you. And it's also for other signs to watch, because what I found is that it's an energetic update of what's going on in general, because we're in Cancer season, right? So that's always a good indicator and a good video to watch, I feel, if you want to tap into the energies of the moment. All right, you guys, I had a major, and I need to tell you this because it's part of the reading too. I had a major release today, emotional release. It went so deep within myself. Because I need to talk a little bit more about this. I feel it's very, very important, and I feel it's time. And it's a bit scary for me to talk about this because it's very personal. But yeah, it's important. It's really important. So when I started the channel and started sending out the healing energies, because that's what's happening here, right? And I wasn't even aware that this was what was happening. More healing came in to me, and that meant huge amounts of release. And right now I feel it's like we're really getting to the core, and that's why I'm telling you this. And to me it really had to do, and this is personal, but I really feel it's important and it's connected to your energies. So it had to do with my mother, and it also had to do with some sort of cold-heartedness, or the inability to see me as a child, me in my vulnerable position, because you're so dependent on your caregivers, right? And this is, again, not to throw shade on anyone here. That's not the intention, but I feel it might be helpful to some of you. And then I realized, as I was going through this very intense release, and I'm still a bit sick, like on my stomach, because it was a lot that came out. I realized and really saw that this was generational. So this was female line stuff that reached back even to my grandmother. And it's like not being seen for who we are, and not being seen in our vulnerability, and when we really need a hug, when we really need protection in that sense. And I feel Cancer is really helping bring that up. Also with the 3 eclipses that I think the third one is going to happen on July 4th. So we're almost there. It's like, oh my God, how much longer, how much more releasing do we have to do, right? How much more healing. But every time we heal and we bring something to the light, like from the shadow to the light, then more light is able to enter into our bodies. And this is quite on the physical level as well. All right, I might make a timestamp for those of you that just want the reading, but I felt it was, again, it's important. Everything is important as I start to speak. Everything. You best listen, everybody. I'm just joking. My dear Cancers. Oh, thanks. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, my friends. I'm still a bit like, like this. Okay. Yeah, you can reverse the placements. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Yeah, and it's for those that seek personal and or spiritual growth, so the messages may or may not be triggering. All right, let's hop into your reading. 2 are turned around and 1 isn't. That's interesting. Like 2 are facing the other way and 1 isn't. That's significant in some way here for you too. And the flowers, it's so funny. They're having me look at the back side of the cards here, and it's the flowers from the Queen of Pentacles that she has in the back that are growing there. those types of flowers. That's interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Look at this. The Eight of Cups. A situation has gone to the point of no return is what I'm hearing here for you, Cancers. So it's like you had to exit and leave a situation or a person or relationship or energetic accumulation of some sort that was no longer bearable for you, really, and you really had to leave. And it could very well include an emotional release, like a big one. Yeah, a big one. And it's also about leaving power behind. See this? Because there's still energetic residue like in the background here. And this is what is calling you now. It's like, excuse me, Cancer, knock knock. There's still some stuff in the past that needs resolving, that needs to be looked at, that needs for you to be picked up, because when you left in a hurry. You were like, I can no longer take this shit and I need to leave. So this is what you were able to take with you back then, but now it's time to reclaim these 3 cups here and really regain your power. This is in the realm of soul fragmentation and really getting those pieces and bits and pieces, whatever it is for you, those last bits is what I'm hearing for some of you, reclaiming those and reclaiming your power in doing so. And it's also got to do with creativity and with all the beauty that wants to rise up with this here, Cancers. Because when we suppress parts of ourselves, not only are emotions suppressed in that process, but it's also all the beauty is suppressed in that. So sometimes we're just not able to feel stuff in our bodies, just like, or it's self-regulation, right? It's a protective mechanism, so it's being pushed down. And as we pull it back up, and I told you it was important what I told you in the beginning, so this really come up, and to some of you it may actually indeed be the stomach, where it's just wanting to rise up, and this may show itself in different kind of forms. For me, it's definitely fear and anxiety, and that's really not comfortable. But neither is it meant to be, because I'm not the type necessarily who's quite comfortable with the changes and with all the healing stuff. So sometimes they just light some fire under my butt. And it's good that way, because those releases make me become more of myself and make me I have a lot more energy available to me. I am discovering parts and sides of myself that I never knew I had within myself, just because of all the suppressed stuff. And that's what I see for you here too. That's why I'm feeling, and I don't know why I'm getting so personal, and why, because this means like vulnerability, right? Because I'm making myself very open, very vulnerable, and since I'm just in the process, it's extremely vulnerable. I'm not necessarily 100% comfortable with it, but it's your reading, and that's important and relevant here. Wow. Wow. Emotional stability here with the 10 of Cups. That's amazing. And that's what I felt, like the residue. You're resolving something, and that's that last bit. That's what I heard. That last bit that finally makes you step into your 10 of Cups here, which is emotional fulfillment. Thank God. Oh my goodness, thank God. It was a long journey, right, Cancers? Holy moly. A long journey that you undertook here. And for some of you, that could have meant decades, right? Decades of healing, and then you're finally there at the 10 of Cups moment, and you could not be happier. This is from the 8 of Cups to the 10 of, that's quite the jump. It may not seem like that, because from 8 to 10, that's only 2, but really what I'm seeing, and that's a message in itself as well, but that was quite the stretch for you, like to walk. Yeah. Absolutely. And they just drew my view to these 2 cups here. Something is within these 2 cups. What do you want to say with this, Spirit? It's from the 8 to the 10. Those are the 2 cups that were missing, really. Why would they come with another person, though? The only thing I can think of right now is internally, which is divine feminine, divine masculine, like incorporation, and then finally being able to have these last 2 cups that were missing in that process. But in reality, these 2 cups were really hard to get. They were really, like, must have been struggling with this. for quite a while, whatever it is that you're trying to, or that your Ten of Cups symbolizes here for you. Oh, wow. Two of Cups, Cancers. What? Are we talking about a soulmate here? Possible twin flame connection here. A very important one at that. Very, very important one. There's a coming together of souls. This could also be in the realm of, definitely in the realm of soul contracts, but I'm more so getting a soul gathering, even so possibly more than two people are coming together. This is specific for some of you, all right? So as soon as you are managing to integrate these two and make them whole, I'm seeing the yin and the yang symbol right now. This is going to be so magnetic that you're just automatically going to pull in those people. I mean, your what are they called? Well, your soul tribe, right? Your soul tribe, those that are meant for you. And with that, energies are going to start to speed up significantly here, significantly. Yeah, and what they're drawing my eye to right now is those three. So numbers must be really important. Watch out for synchronicities. They're really, really going to help you right now. Synchronicities are very important. Right, I see them like everywhere. They're everywhere right now, I feel. Pay attention to angel numbers and such, and just like people coming together randomly. It's not really randomly. It's really orchestrated by spirit. This is such an important time right now. Yeah, and this is why it's happening, and this is why everything is accelerating. It's crazy. So in the best sense, and also in the most crazy sense, you have three drops here symbolizing to me right now tears, and those are the three cups that were left behind, right? And that's collecting them, and it's intertwined with crying, with releasing, with finally letting it out, being able to let it out. And there's a lot of trust involved in this too, because sometimes these things feel so big that we have a hard time acknowledging that they're there, until we're almost at that point where we're like, oh my God, I really have to, I don't know, go see a therapist because I can no longer do this on my own. Or you're like, okay, I'll look at them, fine. It's like that kind of an energy. It's pressing. And yeah, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because that release, when it happens, is something very deeply felt, and something that you previously were not allowed to look at, because, my dear Cancers, it protected you. You were protected from looking at it because you were not strong enough at that time to handle what it is that is trying to come out. Now you are. And hence it is making itself known to you. When we are ready for healing then occurs. And see that, how it plays into the message, what I said first. I'm not going to do timestamps. You're going to listen. You're going to listen, Cancers, to everything. All right, let's see. Oh, by the way, in case you haven't caught on yet, I'm going to do a mix. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna do a mix. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do a mix of new and old, just so you know, and just so you're aware of. That's where they're guiding me right now with those things. And this is the Wildwood Tarot. And my dear friends, you have 13, the Journey. Crows, that's interesting. You may be seeing a lot of crows. The Journey, and it's indeed that journey that may have not been so swell up until a certain point, right? This is connected to the Eight of Cups here, of course, where it's like, wow, you really had to fight, and it's like you weren't in the most beautiful surroundings to begin with, and you really had to fight your way out, because when you're in circumstances that are not so great, then it is very hard, again, to find a different view of the world, a different view of people here. But again, you managed to get away from that, and you managed, like, over, this is a journey, and this is what it says here too, 13, by the way, breaking down to A4, which is the happy, which is also connected to the 10 of Cups here. But it's a bit sinister too, that card is. This thing's munching away on something that has died. There's significance in that as well. Leaving something old behind, that's what that is. Leaving something old behind, someone, something, an old energy, an old impression of yourself. But this is not leaving you behind, because you left, like your soul and everything left. This is something, leaving something, something else behind. It's the how do you say, the outside. You only left the outside behind. It's much like a snake shedding the skin, because the snake then is very renewed, right? And that's the vulnerability part as well. That's why we feel so vulnerable right after a release. It's like we still have to adjust in that new position, and it's really new here, really, really new. But we did leave the old behind here, Cancer. You did. And there may have been something about a moon ritual, like a full moon ritual that you may have done where you actually asked for healing. Thank you. Whoa, look at this from the, wow, that's amazing. You have the Three of Vessels, which is joy. This is reunion. This is social gathering. This is just really coming together. And it's so funny that it should be underneath the 10 of Cups here, right? And again, right after the journey. So from the outside, it may look like not a long time till you accomplished that, till you got there. But really, this was a journey for you. And congratulations on walking it, because it seems to be finally very, very prosperous and to be paying off for you here, my sweethearts. Yeah, of course. Oh my God, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this. You have the 3 cups here, right? And they're all very different. Look at this. This is like you being very, very joyful and like, yay, like wanting to dance and sing because you reclaimed your power. And guess what? These cups here that you left behind once, they transformed as well. It took you a while to reclaim your power and these cups back here. But look how gorgeous they are. And you're like so ecstatic about this. You're like, look at them. Look at the beauty that I found within that situation, within that old situation, within the past. These cups are the same, but then again are not the same. It is part also of that shedding process, much the same with you are unwrapping that gift finally. And this is something hard to do. I can totally feel it here, Cancer. This is not easy to do, to actually walk back, have the guts and the courage to walk back into your past. And again, right? This is something that was sitting deep, or that is sitting deep, and I want to say was, because I can feel the release. And and when you unwrap it, it's just like, wow, these are so, I'm so happy I went back there. I'm so happy I unwrapped them. I got them back. I claimed them back. It's just amazing, and exhilaration is what I'm getting actually with this card. So happy. I'm so happy for you, Cancer. That's amazing. Now I don't know what to do with this. What? Okay. No. Okay. Oh my God, what a journey. What a journey. Ooh, okay. Again, that many. Which one? Oh my God. Oh my God, you have the 4 of Stones. Protection. Look at that. Wow. Wow. And that's exactly what we said. This is the protective mechanism that protected you as a child. So you may very well have been an empath, or are an empath. And as you go through traumatic experiences, this is of course extra traumatizing. And I'm not playing down anything that has happened to anyone, not being an empath, being an empath. It's just like when we go through trauma, childhood trauma, big or small, it's just like we're being protected. First of all, this is Spirit saying, we were always there for you. We were always there. Mother Earth is saying, I was always there for you. I am your mother. Father Sky is saying, I am your father. I was always there. They were all there. Your angels, your ancestors were all there. You may have not noticed them. For some of you, you may have known that you were protected in that situation. For others, we're talking about dissociation. where you were just you had to leave your child in that sort of a protective space, child or energy, depending, inner child, I mean, where this felt good in the childhood. This felt, I don't want to say protected to give you the wrong impression, but when we dissociate, it's like we create this space where we can be, we flee our bodies basically, and are not able to be in the present moment because the present moment was too horrific to stay in. So, my friends, my dear, dear Cancers, you're now rediscovering that child, that inner child, or that energy. Again, this is the Three of Cups. And yeah, we have 3 here, and then we have a roof, which is the 4, which is the journey, right? So you are just rediscovering this part of yourself, and you're like, wow, there she is, or there he is. I found them. I finally found them, and no, no, oh my God. Now I'm bringing them back home, right? Now I'm bringing them, I'm reintegrating them. I found you finally. And this is important because those parts of ourselves, again, that we sometimes or often don't even know existed or exist within us. So this is a bringing back home. And I told you I had the big release. I'm still very emotional about that. So it's like you find that child and you bring them back home because you're the adult now. And there is nothing that could harm you. And there's nothing, you wouldn't allow it anymore because you're at that point where you're like, you can give your own inner child that appropriate home. And that inner child is going to know and feel where you're coming from and is going to like come out of this. I can see like this small thing here getting up and coming out. Like, you know how they do when they have to stretch their legs? That's what I'm seeing. Like they've been waiting. Oh my God, they've been waiting on you there for you to be ready and be strong enough to get them and incorporate them again. And wow, this is also with the 2 of Cups here because it's right underneath. It's yeah, it's the divine feminine and the divine masculine again, because it has to do with that kind of an integration as well. It does. Whoa, what a reading. Wow. We're not done yet, no worries. We're gonna keep going. But this was intense, to me anyways. I don't know if you felt it. Probably did. Yeah, they want me to draw a guardian angel card for you here, Cancers. Yes. Oh, yeah. You have a prayer card. And some of you know this. There's only 4 in this whole entire deck. I'm going to read it to you, and then we'll continue. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. That's good to know, right? And it really ties into that they're there always. Even in the times when we don't feel them, they're there regardless. And taking care of us, making sure we are as safe as we can under the circumstances. Wow. You have the higher realms. The higher realms with the number 59 breaking down to a 14, breaking down to a 5, which is change. It's such a gorgeous card. This is the angelic support that is coming in here for you, and it does indeed have to do with the vessels, with the nervous system. Thank you. That's the nervous system. That's the trauma release here, and they're helping you with this. They're very, very present right now. Very present and very close. What happens is when we experience trauma, our body is like this. It's like tense, and we might experience this through when we really bite our teeth, for example. Like our body will show it. It will make itself known. Like, or when we get sick in some way or form, right? It'll make itself known. It'll be like, hey, there's something you might want to look at. And especially if you've been to doctor after doctor after doctor and they can't find anything, then maybe, and it could be that they find something, right? And I'm not saying they will. Oh my God. Okay. And what I'm trying to say is you may want to go explore different methods and different alternative stuff, and or stuff that hasn't been around so much. For example, trauma therapy, again, because this is important. This works on the body plane, on the physical plane, which is very important because that's stored not just from our childhood but also ancestral, like I told you in the beginning. So by releasing that, you're not just releasing for yourself, but you're releasing for your family line, being that female or masculine, and coming back to the vessels and to the tension that you may feel in your body. And unknowingly also, it's like it cramps when we experience trauma, and you can uncramp it by listening to it, by feeling into it, right? And then what happens is it's all of a sudden, it's coming back online, it's coming back alive, and then the light can stream through. And this is major ascension here too, major ascension. Oh yeah. Yeah. You have the sweat lodge here, Cancer. The sweat lodge, which is with a number 54 breaking down to a 9, which is the completion of a cycle. So you're going in there and you're coming back out. And again, this is in the realm of, this could be happening fairly fast. This is something that you've been waiting on for a while. And for some of you, I'm even getting like ceremony, like doing a ceremony. Again, like I said, with a full moon, you may do a ritual or a ceremony of some kind where you're going in there and where years of journeying are finally coming together and paying off, right? Really paying off. And that's what I see you do here. Again, this is going to happen fairly fast here, Cancer, although it may seem like such a big jump or something that you don't know how to ever achieve, and then all of a sudden it's here and it's happening like this. And it's because of, when you are ready to heal, it'll come to you, and that's what it's doing. When you're strong enough for this, it'll show up on your door, and trust me, it's going to be so beneficial to experiencing yourself in a different way, in a more authentic way here, my sweetheart. It's very, very good. You'll have so much more energy after this, and because it's just at your disposal, it's no longer cramped in by pushing stuff down. And again, it's very subconsciously, it's not known to us until we are ready. And this is divine protection too. Not just divine, it's also physical protection. It's both. All right, but you're ready. You're ready to lift off. You're ready to lift off, to experience this. You're safe. You are protected, my sweethearts. Oh my God, yeah. You're so protected, Cancer. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, ancestral support definitely is here as well. Absolutely. And I can see it. Like, this is the first time I'm actually experiencing this card. This is like vibrational too. I can see the vibration that is coming out of this. This is something really, really big. What else? What else? Yes. Discernment with a number 10, breaking down to a 1, which is, the beginning of a new cycle here. Discernment, use your discernment. And it's funny because she's holding up this thing here, and it's the solar plexus chakra, which is the creativity center, and which is self-esteem as well. Self-esteem. And look how bright it is. Look how much it wants to make itself known to you. So you may have a block in the solar plexus chakra that is being released with this. And this would really fit because, like I said, in my stomach, like I can really feel it in my stomach. Yeah. Universal support for sure with this one. Forces unseen are involved here for sure, because this is important. Like, you have a important role here, Cancer. And for that, this is why I think, and this is what I feel, we're being pushed, like, collectively. to a huge change. Change agent is what I just heard. So this is specific for some of you, probably. Very sure, very sure. Change agent. So some of you may even be change agents here and work on a larger scale. For others, it doesn't really matter if big or small. It's absolutely irrelevant, because every single one of us is participating in this. We chose to come here at this certain time, and there's much happening. And right now, I feel the energies are really, really speeding up. Really, really speeding up. Wow. This is so interesting. You get one card that's a bit clouded maybe, or a bit, I don't know, work on yourself, and then the other one is immediately like super, super positive. I mean, the stuff is too, but it's hard work, and then it's immediate reward. So it's blossoming here for you with the number 33 breaking down to a 6, which is highly successful endeavor here, all right? It's also very green, so that's the heart chakra, and I was immediately thinking also Mother Earth. Yeah. And I'm now mentioning it. I created, and I will keep doing that, playlists for you which are public that you can listen to if you're interested. Okay, I have this Abraham Hicks playlist where there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's not just Abraham Hicks, but what I'm really wanting to tell you here, and also with the music, vibration is going to be very important. Watch or use your discernment in what you're listening to, what you're putting into your body, into your mind. Singing is going to be very, very important, or making music, because of the vibration of really allowing yourself to communicate in a different way. And it doesn't matter if you can actually sing or feel like you can or not. Just express yourself. It's very important, because it grounds you too, and it helps you with the breathing as well, because it's the full breath out, right? It's like when you're singing, you're using all your air, so it's important. And what I mean to say, to come back to the point, I have created a playlist that says healing music. There's right now it's just 4 songs, I think, but it'll become a collection. So there are really, really good and healing music. Music is in there, okay? Like, what's the word? All right, yeah, that's that. And it's again blossoming, really. Wow, really blossoming. And really, this is like your energy body is gonna become so much stronger through this, or you're gonna realize this about your energetic body, about your vibrational field. It's going to expand hugely, and that's important because we're talking about the earth here. It is very connected to the earth and to your connection with the earth and your abilities of healing yourself on this earth. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. Change agent again. Change agent. Beautiful. Really, really beautiful. All right. Let's draw a guardian angel. Angels and ancestors card for you. Okay. Wow, that's why discernment was here probably. Direction guardian, choose your path. That's interesting. Choose your path. Wow. The Eye of Horus, the all-seeing Eye of Horus. This has to do also with the third eye and the pineal gland, my friends. Okay, let's see. Direction guardian. All right. Choose your path. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go, when we are unsure of what is right for us or of the bigger picture. They can help us know what is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. One was a child, cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. These 4 faces show that angels can appear in many, guides us and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. Yeah, remember? Your path is not set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you're feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up. And choose with your heart. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Choose with your heart, sweethearts. Yeah. One more guardian angel card. I have to check because I never know like what they want me to pick with the new reading style. Whoa. You have expression. Haven't had that card in a long while. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly, without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. All right. All right, Spirit. Okay, my sweethearts, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support and love, for liking, sharing, your beautiful comments. Have the most wonderful birthday, my dear Cancerian friends. I'm wishing you all the best, and I'm sending you my love. Mwah. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.